today I thought I'd do something completely different and give you a tour around the fishery. As many of you follow me on social media would know, I've recently moved all my tanks to a new area of the house. Giving the missus a kitchen back, which is a big win on many levels, and moving them to a brand new racking system I purchased off Amazon. So let's take a tour around the shelves and I'll show you all the tanks I have. So starting on the bottom shelf, this is my little storage area. As you can see, it's a bit messy at the moment and currently need to sort it out, but this is some of the food that I feed my fish. So this is betta gran, little flakes that I feed my betta, which is really good. I've got some tropical fish pellets here, which I feed most of my fish. It's good for the bottom dwellers. Some cataba leaves, dried bloodworms that I feed them, as many of the garden centres and aquariums are shut at the moment. I don't have any access to live foods. Yeah, this is Seachem Prime, which I use. It's, honest to God, the best water conditioner I've ever used. So highly rated. Give it a go. Got some aquarium salt here. Currently using that in my betta tank at the moment because he's got a bit of white spot. Flourish iron, really good stuff. It helps the reds come out in my aquarium plants. Just doing really well at the moment. Moving on to the planted tank. As many of you have seen in a previous video, this tank is the one I'm running the JBL Pro Flora CO2 system, which is doing really well. If you want to know more, I'll add a link in the top right hand corner of this video just so you can check that out. I also dose ferts in this tank. We've got some root tabs I put in. As you can see, the capsules, again, another video that I did all about this on, were some eBay ones. They kind of popped and a lot of the little chemical balls that go into the substrate. It's absolute pain, but there's not much I can do about it now except keep pushing them in every now and then. I also dose Easy Life plant fertilizer, Seachem Iron, Seachem Flourish Excel to help with algae, as I'm experiencing a bit of that in patches around the tank. And as you can see, as we go a little bit higher and I lift the lid, so much plant growth. Those leaves are massive on my plants. I've got my Zessiflora there in the back. It sort of booms. And I have my jungle valve, which is really good. Love it, and it's exploded. Moving on to the next tank is a new little project that I'm setting up at the moment. It's currently going through its cycling phase. I don't want to give too much away on what's going on here. I want to reveal that in a new video coming a little later. I'm still waiting on some bits and pieces from Amazon to arrive. Just sort of getting there. Yeah, work in progress. But again, reference to a previous video, that was my Night Crew classic LED light, which is great in blues and whites. So moving on to the top shelf. First thing on the right hand side is my betta tank. I did a video a few weeks ago on this one, making a bit of a black water setup. I had loads of tannins in it, but after a couple of water changes, it seems like that's disappeared again, so I need to reboil up some cataba leaves. I did purchase some alder cones, which look great in the tank, give it a bit more of a natural feel. Yeah, everybody's doing great in here. I've got some panda cories, little neon tetras there, and this is my veil tail betta. I haven't got a name for him, but one thing I did notice is he's got a little white spot on the top of his head. I think it might be white spot or ick. I'm currently treating it with API salt at the moment, so hopefully that'll go. If not, I've got some medicine that I can give him just to quick keep him up. But yeah, looking great in there. And on to the left hand side of the top shelf is my nano tank here. I've got some neon tetras in here, a bit of duckweed in the top. I've got some albino cories in there, a few bits of plants. And I'm hoping once the lockdown has happened in the UK that I will be able to get some dwarf puffers in this tank. Might remove some of the fish just to give the bio load a bit more ease. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. It should be a nice little project coming up when I get the chance to. Really looking forward to that. Something else I will be doing hopefully in the near future is replacing the LED on this one. I did swap that down there with the new tank that I've got. I moved that Nycrew down there because I want that for my new project. But yeah, in terms of symmetricalness and OCD, I would like to get another one of those Nycrew lights to put on that top tank. Guys, that's it. That's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear what you think of the tanks and the setup that I've got at the moment, so leave them in the comments, and if you could, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next vid.